Welcome back to Game Changers. In this series, we take a look at the standout performers from the past week of sport. If you like the video, drop it a like and hit the subscribe button too. It means the world. As some of you may have already seen, last week I had the pleasure of interviewing World Cup winner and Premier League invincible Gilberto Silva. I didn't have long with the man, but the video was great fun to make and I recommend watching it. If you haven't seen it, click the I button above and watch it after this video. Right, this week we have our second game changer from the Bundesliga. Unlike Lewandowski, the standout performance came at the Allianz Arena, home of Bayern Munich. But this game changer doesn't play for Bayern Munich, he plays for Bayer Leverkusen and he goes by the name of Leon Bailey. The Jamaican winger was too hot to handle as he scored a brace in their huge 2-1 win over the German Giants. After only winning 2 of their last 7 Bundesliga games and the last league victory coming at the end of September, this huge Munich scout must have been even sweeter for Leon Bailey's side. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Leon Bailey in the Premier League anytime soon. Maybe Spurs or Arsenal. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. As much as it hurts me to say, an honourable mention has to go to Virgil van Dijk as he single-handedly helped Liverpool beat my Brighton 2-1. His 2 headers early in the first half fired his team in the lead, but surprisingly we got back into the game and after Alisson got sent off it looked like we had a chance of nicking a point. Virgil's team managed to hold on to the 3 points though and they're now 11 points clear of third place Manchester City. Leicester, you're our only hope. Please don't let them win. By the time you're watching this, the winner of the Ballon d'Or will have been announced. If Van Dijk wins, he'll be the first defender to win the trophy since Fabio Cannavaro in 2006. Moving on to American football now, and what a weekend for the underdogs. The Dolphins and the Redskins both won their respective games and they had some brilliant individual performances. The standout performer and our NFL game changer is Ryan Fitzpatrick as he threw a season high of 365 passing yards and led the Dolphins to 23 consecutive points in the second half. His huge performance made it clear why Flores chose to go Fitzpatrick over young Josh Rosen as the team's starting quarterback. The Dolphins were 28-14 down in the third quarter, with the Eagles possessing control of the game. But then, Fitzpatrick led Miami's offense down the field 4 consecutive scoring drives, that's 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal, tearing apart the Eagles. The Dolphin fans call Fitzpatrick Fitzmagic, but a lot of Fitzpatrick's magic went through receiver Devontae Parker, who now leads the NFL with 4 tight window receiving touchdowns. Parker is the 4th player this season with multiple tight window receiving touchdowns in a single game. In that same game, we also saw one of the plays of the season. It was crazy. 4th and goal late in the second quarter, Miami's field goal team set up in a unique formation and produced a touchdown to remember. The punter threw the ball to the kicker. What the frickin' unbelievable. The last time a punter combined with a kicker was in 1964 for the Chargers. Crazy. A special mention has to go to Darius Guice. He had a monster performance for the Washington Redskins on Sunday. He's one of the main reasons for the team's second straight victory, a 29-21 win over the Carolina Panthers. Guice finished the game with 129 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns on just 10 carries, giving him an average of 12.9 yards per carry. He's just the 4th running back in NFL history to run more than 125 yards with 2 touchdowns on 10 off-field carries since 1948. For a team that's having a pretty rough season, that's quite incredible. It's fair to say it was a great week of sport for Houston, as their NFL team beat the Patriots on Sunday, and as for the NBA team, James Harden starred in the Rockets' 117-108 victory over the Miami Heat on Thursday, scoring 34 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Harden also dropped 7 threes. Fast forward to Sunday against the Atlanta Hawks, and for the 4th time in his career, Harden dropped over 60 points. And he only played 31 minutes. Against the Hawks, he scored 13 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second, and 29 in the third. Imagine how many more he would have got with another 17 minutes on the court. Only Wilt Chamberlain with 32 and Kobe Bryant with 6 have more 60-point hauls than Harden, and he's now tied with the legend Michael Jordan. The Rockets went on to win the match on Sunday against the Hawks 158-111. Over in New Zealand and on day 4 of the first test between England and the Kiwis, our first game changer for cricket scored a magnificent double hundred. Joe Root's excellent performance significantly helped England put themselves in a position to push for a victory in the second test against the Kiwis. Root's double century was the 3rd of his test career and his first as skipper for England, and also the first by a visiting captain in New Zealand, but more importantly, he kept England's hope of levelling the series alive. Joe Root's magnificent innings ended on 226 when he was caught by New Zealand's Nicholls. Hopefully, England can now push on and win the series. This weekend, the F1 season came to a close in Abu Dhabi as Lewis Hamilton clinched his 12th victory this year. With the season now over, many are already looking ahead to next year, and the hot topic of discussion is will Hamilton win again next year and match Schumacher's record? Or will there be a new Drivers' World Champion next year? Young stars Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc will soon catch Hamilton, who turns 35 in January. Will the next generation of F1 catch up with Hamilton next season? Click the I button above and let me know. On to my one to watch now, and this guy has been on red hot form since his new manager has arrived. I'm of course talking about Dele Alli of Tottenham Hotspur. Ali's got back to his best since Mourinho's arrival, and I think he'll have another great performance on Saturday when they play Burnley at home. Before that fixture though, they face Man United on Wednesday at Old Trafford. That's got all the ingredients to be a feisty one. So that's it for this week's episode of Game Changers. Let us know who your game changers were and also your predictions for next week. Also subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and hit the notification bell too. Ta-ra.